Semen retention, body gains, and leave the world behind. Yes, I watched that movie last night. I'm going to watch it about two more times. This was an excellent movie explaining everything that's about to happen to this country. You have to watch the movie. If you haven't watched the movie, then you should cut this video off because for the next 2 minutes before I get into the topic, for the next 2 minutes, I have to explain this movie. This movie has so many subliminal messages up in it, from the fact that all of the music was R&B, from the fact that the house that Julia Roberts and her husband, Dr. Strange played her husband. They didn't even change his appearance, which was another subliminal. But the house that they rented out, the Airbnb, was owned by a black guy, a brother, Cottonmouth, on Luke Cage. That tripped me out how two people in this movie played on superhero movies. Doctor Strange came to the Airbnb of Cottonmouth on Luke Cage. But anyway, that tripped me out how they were in their house. Like, wow, the first time in the movie I seen some white people up in the black man's house. I know that it's small to certain people, but I break down movies, and trust me, that was very important. In the movie, it said that the reason that Cottonmouth, I'm gonna call him Cottonmouth, the reason that Cottonmouth and his daughter came to their house to sleep in their house is because not only was there a blackout, but he lived on the 14th floor and he couldn't go all the way up. I'm like, wow, that's such a subliminal message, man. That's such a subliminal message if you knew anything about movies and stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to go deep into breaking it down. I'm just covering it. I'm going to leave it right there so y'all can go see it because it's really an important movie. I say it's next to The Matrix and Telling the Truth, for real. I'm done with that now. I'm done with Leave the World Behind. I'm going to come back in about 2 weeks and I'm going to break it all down because I know that everybody would have watched it by then. Now, what I want to talk about is another program, a gang stalking program, gaslighting, witchcraft that is very small and it's played on a lot of people, but we fall for it anyway. And this is called the Steve Urkel Oops, Did I Do That program? The stupid program. You see, if you around a person and they always making mistakes and inside your subconscious, you already label them as stupid, incompetent, absent-minded, then that's how you're going to look at them. And when you do things like that, when you label them these things, although they are irritating and things like that, somebody dropping stuff or misplacing stuff, it still is like an innocent thing. You hear what I'm saying? It's not like somebody stole your money. That's bad. It's like somebody accidentally lost your money, which you still got to give them a pass. Some people don't give them a pass, but the majority of humans would. So let me show you how this is gaslighting. It could be gaslighting, but this Steve Urkel program, the Oops Did I Do That, is really a hidden sabotage program. I was taught about it. I already know about it. Now listen, I remember when I was first plumbing with Terry Alexander from TMT Plumbing. I was plumbing. I was on for like about a week. And he had two other plumbers too that was with us. And one of them he used to get on him, man. He used to be on him, like cussing him out, and like any little thing that he do wrong, he'll be on him. He'll be docking his pay, all of that type of stuff, right? So one day, they didn't come to work. It was just me and T to go do a couple of the Roscoe's that PMB Rock got killed. We did the faucet up in the kitchen. That Roscoe's. We was me and him. We was going to go do that Roscoe's. And then I was like, hey man, why you be getting on our boy? And that's when he dropped the Sabotage. He was like, man, it's people that'll hate on you, that'll be around you, and you would be thinking that they doing accidents after accidents. In all actuality, they trying to do this. They are trying to sabotage you. Oops, did I do that? And he started going over all of the things that either came up missing or misplaced or broken. And then he said that he already deemed him a sabotager. After he told me that, I started seeing it. That this guy was using stupidity as a reason to sabotage this person. I had a girl that was like that. Years after I learned that, I had a girl that was like that. These people are extremely smart. They're so smart that they could play stupid just to get up in your subconscious. And once you say, oh, they stupid, they make mistakes, they absent-minded, everything they do will be labeled that. You hear what I'm saying? They could shoot you in the leg and you would be like, oh man, you stupid. You stupid. They literally tried to shoot you in the leg. But since they already conditioned you to think that they was stupid and every wrong that they do is an accident, you would be like, man, give me a bandage, man. Help me tie this up, man. You stupid idiot. You hear what I'm saying? Never seeing the truth that these people are kind of smarter than you. They're so smart that they got you to think that they was stupid, and all of this stuff that they breaking around you is a stupid accident. And you are so smart that all you're gonna do is just tell them how damn stupid they is. Steve Urkel was a genius, man. Is you hearing what I'm saying? But he used to break all of Carl Winslow's stuff. And what did Carl Winslow do? You idiot, Steve. That could be gaslighting, man. That could be gaslighting. That is a big gaslighting tactic that goes right over people's head. You hear what I'm saying? You trying to call them because you feel they out there cheating. They don't answer the phone. They pull up and they say they lost their phone. And the first thing you gonna do is believe them because they was so stupid in your brain. Stupid people lose stuff. Absent-minded people. He or she put the phone up under the car. Now tomorrow they're gonna all automatically somehow find the phone, and then you're gonna believe that too. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, this stupid self that misplaced the phone, not even knowing that they was out there cheating. They already knew that you was gonna call them stupid. They already knew, man. They condition you. You tell them to put ketchup on your French fries. They purposely put mustard. In the moment you make in your mind that they are stupid idiots and stuff like that, they won. They won. You hear what I'm saying? You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you? I mean, you can't beat a baby for not knowing. You see, your subconscious already knows this, that you can't discipline a person for just simply being dumb or not knowing or something. So let's say you explaining something to a person who knows perfectly good English and you telling them, go around the corner and buy me a soda. And if they come back with something different, you're going to be on them. You're going to be hard. Like, man, what's up with this? But if you tell a person who don't know good English, let's say they only know Spanish, and you say, hey, go around the corner and get me a soda, and they come back with something different, you're going to give them more of a benefit of a doubt because your subconscious is saying they didn't really understand me anyway, just like a baby. If I was to just sit up here and throw up on myself and use the bathroom on myself, you're going to look at me crazy because I'm intelligent. But if a baby do that, the baby is still cute. You change the baby's diaper. Why? Because the baby don't understand. The baby can't comprehend. See, our subconscious knows this. So when we go around the person who displays the baby or the guy who don't understand what you're saying, you treat them like the baby or the person who don't understand. Even though you're angry like Carl Winslow, Steve Urkel was still able to get a pass. You see, if Eddie Winslow would have did half the things that Steve Urkel did, Carl Winslow probably would have shot him. Why? Because Eddie knows. And Steve Urkel already put up into Carl Winslow's mind that he's clumsy and stuff. But did Steve Urkel try to do that? What if Steve Urkel is smart enough to know what I'm talking about? And he's saying, hey, every time I'm around Carl Winslow, being that he don't like me, I'm going to break his stuff and he ain't going to do nothing about it. Why? Because I know what Wormwood is talking about. Remember this witchcraft stuff? It's not bam, bam, right up in your face like a boxer boxing is bam, bam. Witchcraft is real sneaky and quiet. And you look around and you trapped up inside of some type of spell or curse. You wondering how you got there and not even knowing, man. It came just real quick. Real quick. This person done conditioned your mind, man. Let me tell you about how this witchcraft can come real quick and why you need the Most High. It's not like you could get a bulletproof vest or a gun or use intimidation or just be quiet or just sit right there. And if I don't interact with people and talk to people, then it won't work. All I got to do is make sure that they don't talk about witchcraft and chakras and kundalinis, and it won't work on me. Nah. Witchcraft is very sneaky. Let me tell you real quick on one time it got me. So I'm up in the gym and I'm battling these witches, but they all cleared out. Now I got the gym to myself. Not directly to myself, it's still other people, but there's no covens up in there and stuff because they all got ran out, right? But it was this one dude. And one day I go to the sanitation place to get the thing to wipe down the equipment and stuff. And he's there and he hands me the bottle and he like, hey, what's up? I seen you around all that. I'm like, what's up? I seen you and all that. And all this, and we talked for a little bit. And there's one thing that I do before I leave a person. I tell him my name. I told him my real name, and I put out my hand to give him a shake, and he gave me his real name. The handshake let me know his energy. I shook his hand, and I'm like, yeah, he's in a occult. He's into some dark stuff, but I don't know about him, though, because he wasn't with none of the covens or anything. He's not familiar, right? But I can tell by his handshake that he's full of shit. You hear what I'm saying? So a couple of days later, I see him up in the gym, and then he gave me a hug, like a bro hug, a real tight bro hug. And then I'm like, what's up, bro? And all that. Then the next day we talking. And then he kept giving me these bro hugs and shit, right? And then he was like, all right, I'll see you later, Watts. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. And I told him his name, let's say his name was B. I said, I'll see you later, B. He said, I'll see you later, Watts. And we parted. That was the last day I went to the gym for like 5 months. I gained about 35 pounds. I started drinking alcohol. I started smoking weed heavy, man. It's just like I fell off. People was looking at me like, hey, man, you still work out? I didn't want to work out no more. All I wanted to do was eat, sleep, and have sex and drink wine and beers and all that. And that's totally opposite of me. So me and my girl, we already decided, hey, at this time, I'm gonna go to the gym. So like after a couple of months of doing that, I got tired of it, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym. But every time I decide to go to the gym, I get anxiety or my feet start hurting, and I knew that it was witchcraft. So I goes to the gym, and this dude looks up, and he lost like 30, 40 pounds. He's in shape. I'm the big out of shape dude now. And he came up to me. He was like, thank you, man. And he put out his hand for a handshake, and I put my hand down because I'm like, this dude got my energy. He eventually had to leave because he was so scared, and I eventually got back to how I was. But when I was researching and talking to other people and trying to figure out how did he do that, it was real simple. When I told him that my name was my name and I allowed him to call me Watts, you hear what I'm saying? At the moment that he said, all right then, Watts, I was supposed to say, who the hell is Watts? I was supposed to make him either call me the name that I gave him or check him on that. Like, should I call you fat boy? I didn't tell you my goddamn name was Watts. But yet you called me Watts. You knew what you was doing. And you got me real slick, real slick. That witchcraft, it could happen real fast, man. And he got me. So after that, I stopped playing with that. I'm not OG. I'm not big homie. Unless I tell you my name is OG or big homie, then that's cool. But never again would I allow somebody to call me out my name, even if it's a cool name, like, hey, what's up, big homie? If I told you that my name was Tyrone and you call me anything outside of Tyrone and I agree with that, I'm under you. I just gave them a lot of my energy. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So let me go over what I said. We have Leave the World Behind. You have to watch that movie, man. It's going to tell you everything. I can't say everything because I'm a spoiler. And this is one of the movies that you really have to experience. Another thing, the Steve Urkel, oops, did I do that sabotaging program? You have to ask yourself, how many times do this person make a mistake before I say, dude, you sabotaging me? You hear what I'm saying? Everything breaks around you that's mine and stuff like that. All of these mistakes, I told you to get me a hamburger with no pickles. Now you got me a hamburger with pickles and a side of pickles. And all you can say is, oops, did I do that? You conditioned me, bro. You conditioned me to thinking that you was stupid. This is one of the 48 laws of power. Act like a sucker to catch a sucker. Man, come on, man. And the last thing I went over was witchcraft is very, very sneaky. It's not going to be up in your face like, ooh, I'm about to cast a spell on you. You can have a conversation with a person, and within that conversation, the way that they touched you or how they arranged they words, you will leave there and they have all of your damn power, man. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because I ain't gonna say it no more. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back at you with another video. Peace.